Obviously, as a woman, would like the men to approach me, but nowadays it hasn't been happening. Feels like the roles have been switched. Men are expecting women to approach them and be the first one to make the move. I don't know what happened, to be honest, but I feel like it's the generation.
Does it kind of upset you how it is these days?
Yes, it upsets me very much. It makes dating very, very hard.
You would wish that guys would approach more.
I mean, the right guy, obviously.
Right now, like so chronically single. Like I think men are allergic to me. I don't even know. So if anyone wants to have a crush on me, feel free. I'm not even picky at this point. I'm not picky. Beggars can't be choosers. So if anybody wants to fall in love with me, let me know. I'm down. Unless you give me the ick, then that's game over for you. And that's the issue. Everyone gives me the ick. So, I think it's just me and my cats for the foreseeable future. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not upset. Not at all. It's really the men of Austin that are missing out on me. Not the other way around. Don't get it twisted.
You might want to save that energy, ma'am, because at this rate, chronically single is about to become your long-term reality.
I always say I get like a lot of attention from men, and I do.
You won't believe what lonely and feminist women are doing on social media lately. Nobody wants to talk about this, but I am here to give you the tip of what is happening. The tea is really hot right now. Let me spit it out. You see, they once said they don't need their life. They don't need men in their life. Now they are craving for the attention and validation of men. And what these men are saying, these men are not friendly. They are not friendly at all. What they are saying in response to the cry and plead of these women is so crazy. Let's watch together and see what is happening. Is this war? Bro, you guys should reconsider these ladies. They're so lonely. They need you guys. They need you guys. Men, please.
Hookup culture is a low IQ activity because I think you might actually just be stupid. Because if you actually think about it, it literally has no benefits for you, especially as a woman. You're literally giving this guy exactly what he wants and then begging to basically be played. You like the game of him giving you absolutely fucking nothing. There's no bar anymore. I actually think it's a reverse bar because you want to be treated like shit, but it's all a fucking brainwashed lie, okay? Life is better when you actually set high standards and you're like, I'm not gonna accept that. Who the fuck do you think you are to treat me like that? I'm a princess, I'm a queen. I deserve the fucking world and more. Suddenly, when you have high standards, guys have no choice but to measure up. I've never been played. I don't even enter the fucking arena to get played. Do one thing that's fucking around and making it seem like you're not taking me seriously. Bye. What the fuck? Like, I don't need you. I'm good. Like, if you will add something to my life, great. If not, great too. Bye. I already have everything. And that's the brat mentality. That's really the mindset you have to have is like, I'm going to accept nothing less than the fucking best. So sayonara, bitch, if you can't give that to me. You're welcome. And watch me have the most perfect husband ever. So I would recommend following my advice because I'm right. Love you. Bye. Follow for more. Mwah.
We are now in the female loneliness epidemic age. A lot of women live boring lives and are more lonely than you think. You might say, well, they have a lot of guys in their DMs all the time. But most, if not all of those guys in their DMs, they just want to have sex with them. And you might think, well, they tell the girls that they want to marry them and do this and do that. But guys will say anything just to get a bit of coochie, man. And the reason as to why there's a female loneliness epidemic is because of feminism. That scam turned women into the very men they wanted. Focus on yourself, bro. You ain't missing out on nothing. Hit that follow button for more tips.
This generation of women is so attention seeking and so male validation seeking that they kind of like, it's almost like it's programmed in them and they kind of lose their balance a little bit and they start just wanting attention even though they're married. And like the attention from their own husband isn't enough. And now they want the attention from you.
It's insanely tragic to watch certain women degrade themselves and other women.
Indeed. Although I don't unfortunately see OnlyFans going away anytime soon because so many women seem to find that empowering. Oh wait, unless of course one is talking about something else.
For the validation and attention of men who don't even see them as human beings.
I see a lot of takes like this, and I'm really beginning to have very serious concerns that a lot of women that speak about men like this and how they think that most men see women have never actually encountered the average guy that absolutely does not think about women in such a way.
Watch them throw away their dignity and their self-worth for an audience that doesn't even like them, that would drop them like this, that wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire unless she let them hit. Like, girl, stand up. They don't even speak kindly of you, and you throw yourself off a cliff for an ounce of their attention.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of individuals out there whose self-esteem is unfortunately rooted in the opinions of others.
They still treat you the way they treat the rest of us. They still call you the things that they call the rest of us. You cannot outrun your womanhood.
I would like to introduce one to the fact that there are actually a great many women out there who are secure enough of themselves not to worry about the opinions of others and don't use womanhood as a synonym for victimhood.
I'm here to say one more thing.
Oh, goody.
I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help.
Why should they? Women are strong and independent. They can do everything on their own.
None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
No, that's not what it is at all. But let's take a moment to think about how many women, thousands upon thousands of women, are saying every single day that in fact they don't need men. They don't need them at all. In fact, they're saying sometimes that the world would be better off without men. But apparently, some women still need men for grunt work. I should think that they would be grateful that men are finally listening to their wishes, ideas, and their feelings. But apparently not when it comes to lifting heavy objects.
I'm a 23-year-old woman. Okay, I'll be 24 in March. I have a child. I want to be a wife. Okay, I want to be a wife. Casual short term. What the fuck? What the actual fuck do you mean that you're 30 years old and you only want to hook up? What?
Translation: why won't men commit to a single mom? Because she's offering baggage while calling them expired at 30. Next question.
Quick question. Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not.
I have said this before and I will say it again. They are most likely working or home chilling or maybe just ignoring people.
It's literally crazy that women have created an entire multi-million-dollar industry on the way they want to be yearned for, and men still can't figure it out. We have thousands, hundreds of thousands of romance novels.
You are not sexually liberated. You are just obsessed with male attention. From a young age, many women internalize the message that their primary value lies in how likable and desirable they are. More specifically, how desirable they are to men. If this belief doesn't go unchallenged, women will start to seek validation outside of themselves and associate womanhood solely with their proximity to desirability. As a result, modern media targets women and profits from their insecurities and teaches women that the only way to respond to these societal pressures is to become desirable enough. The normalization of X work, hookup culture, and beauty capitalism teaches women that a woman's ambition, intelligence, and creativity rarely sells as much as her body or physical appearance. This then teaches women to treat their body as a mere commodity, something that can be easily exchanged or sold, in order to get attention from others, which then can be exchanged for currency. In response to these social pressures, being sexually liberated is packaged as a way for women to reclaim their power not only from men, but from these harsh societal standards. Most women see casual X and promiscuous attire as a tool to show the world that their desirability and sexuality is of their own enjoyment and isn't granted to anyone else. Paradoxically, while this can feel like freedom to most women, it actually isn't, and often leads women to relinquish their power because this ideology still centers male attention and male approval. Modern feminism often indoctrinates women into believing that their relationship with intimacy is expressed the same as men. Women biologically craves emotional stability before being intimate with a partner. Casual X does not benefit women because they are the ones being objectified by it, and oftentimes they do end up getting taken advantage of even if they're not aware of it in these circumstances. No matter how you market it, if you use your body as a tool for attention, you are commodifying yourself. And you are agreeing that your value is tied by how desirable men sees you. The only way you will feel fulfilled as a woman isn't through seeking attention from others, but to find ways to value yourself that isn't tied to how people perceive you, whether that's through beauty or intelligence or anything else that people can observe. Find ways to validate yourself even when no one is watching, because this is actually what helps you honor your intrinsic worth. I hope that
there's an epidemic of single women in Toronto. That's what I just heard a creator say. He said, everywhere I go, there's so many single women in their 30s. What's going on? They're all beautiful and they have their lives together. They seem well adjusted. Is it that men are too feminine? And that's what stopped me in my tracks and why I'm making this video, because it's so far from the reality of what's going on that in itself shows me, it's like the evidence, the proof is right there of why there are so many single women. Men are not doing the work to level up to the emotional intelligence that women have developed over the years. Women have had to work extremely hard to establish themselves in our society, to have good paying jobs, to have gone to school, to combat misogyny and patriarchy and be successful. Through that process, they have had to learn who they are, what their needs are, how to manage their strong emotions about the impacts of living like that for so long. And they have had to put that effort in to process trauma that has not been their choice because of the way that men have treated them, okay? And that might be men in their family or men that they have dated in a relationship. Men have been violent towards women. It's so obvious as a woman. And I mean, look at the femicide. You can look online and look at the rates of femicide here in Canada. I'm a Toronto therapist and I see single women like this all the time. And what I hear from their experience is that men are not putting the effort in to actually be viable partners. They are not working on their own wounds to heal and change toxic dating behaviors. They're not working on building their emotional intelligence to be able to have a real deep conversation. That's what women are looking for. Women do not need to be taken care of. They have their own lives. They've taken care of themselves. They don't need men to do that. What they're looking for in partnership is to be able to have somebody that they can rely on, emotionally rely on, emotionally deep partnership, emotionally attuned partnership. And the statement in itself of saying, are men too feminine, shows me that you are not thinking at a deeper level to understand why women are single. What that says to me is you're staying on the surface, looking at a surface level, superficial reason, and not doing the work to be a highly intelligent, emotionally intelligent, critically thinking partner. So why would women want to be with that? The reality is that women want to find that kind of partnership. They want to find their forever person. They do. And it's depleting and it's upsetting and it's sad and it's a lot of grief that women have to go through in the process of being single and process of dating. So much pain that sometimes women are like, you know what? Let me just take myself out of this equation altogether. Why should I continue to put myself through suffering when nothing is working because I cannot control what men do? So I'm just gonna not date anymore. And you'll see that all over TikTok if you take a look. Men need to show up to therapy because men are not. Most of the clients are women because women are more open to the idea of healing emotionally like that. Men need to become open to seeing that women have specific needs and requirements that need to be met before you can be a viable partner. And if you don't know how to do that, that's okay, but try to do that. try to come to therapy and work on your own wounds. We all have attachment wounds. We all have trauma from something. We are meant to be in relationship, and we most likely have wounds that make us have challenges in relationship. So go and do the work so that you can find the happy, healthy relationship that you deserve, because these women are here waiting for you to do that, okay? So it's not about being too feminine. It's actually be more feminine. Actually be more feminine. Be more curious about what women want and what makes women happy and feel good. Instead of being concerned about what feels good to me, think a little bit more about what might feel good for women, what might feel safe for women. How can I be more like a woman so that I can be in relationship with a woman? And that doesn't mean being feminine and not masculine. Those are not the same things, okay? It's how do we become deeply connected to each other by softening and being attuned. If you want to hear more about this and want some help, let me know and I'll make more videos, or you can come and see me and do some work.
I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this shit, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends, because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy, you're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any freaking friends. Like it's not gonna end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're going to be by yourself. There's no one else that's going to fit that mold. I'll have to learn healthy communication skills. You have to learn healthy relationship skills. Go to therapy if you need to, do something. But if you are sitting at home right now and you don't have 5 friends that you can call, no man, and your family members just don't get you, I promise the only common denominator in all of those scenarios is...
It's going to be nothing like the female loneliness epidemic that you're going to see with this generation of women when they hit the 40s. It's going to be out of control.
Many years from now, there is going to be a quiet crisis, loneliness in women especially. Not because women failed, not because they weren't capable or intelligent, but because they were handed a script or a blueprint that left out the consequences. Be self-sufficient, put your career first, you don't need a man. So they followed it. They pushed love down the line. They delayed the family. They treated commitment like something that could always wait until it didn't. Fast forward a few years later. You're older, no partner, no children, no legacy, just some noise to fill that silence.
There's going to be nothing like the female loneliness epidemic that you're going to see with this generation of women when they hit the 40s. It's going to be out of control. When these 20-somethings hit 40-something, there's going to be massive devastation. There's going to be, the pharmaceutical companies are going to be like, yeah, cashing in on the antidepressants.
The reason men need to be pursuing women is because we literally don't need you. We don't need you. So why the hell would we pursue something that we don't need? Studies have shown that women who are married have a lower life expectancy than women who are unmarried. We don't need you. In fact, you actually actively kill us. On the other hand, men who are married have a higher life expectancy than unmarried men. You need us. You need us. So, of course, we are the fucking prize. Of course you should be pursuing us. Why the hell would we pursue something that will kill us earlier? Woo! Period.
Some women are like, yo, what happened to men? Like, none of them approach us anymore. Like, and I'm not gonna go approach a man. Like, this, what the fuck happened? Like, how are we supposed to date? They don't approach you because women have made it so fucking difficult for guys. Where if a guy even says, wow, you're so beautiful, you look very beautiful today, they'll literally look at him and be like, ew. Who the fuck wants to deal with this? Who? No one. That's why nobody's fucking approaching your ass. Okay? No one. Like, I've seen it. I've fucking seen it. With women just being like, ew. And it's like, yo, you could literally be like, you know what? No, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm flattered. And if they don't leave you alone, just keep it walking. Keep it moving. Keep it fucking moving. You don't gotta be a fucking bitch. You really don't. And that's why guys don't approach women anymore. That's literally why.
White women have a weird and unhealthy and fucked up.
That original creator's video is incredible, so go watch that original video. But yes, white women have a fucked up relationship with white men. And this is why. Because in a patriarchal, racist, white privileged society, straight, white, cis, hetero, able-bodied men have all of the power. And a lot of white women's relationship with white men is a total power grab. It's like, if I can please you, if I can appease you, if I can play your game, then maybe I can have a little semblance of the power. Maybe if I appease you enough, maybe if I ignore enough of the bad behavior, you'll pick me, you'll like me, you'll give me power. It's a recognition of the lack of power we hold, while also a recognition of who holds the power, and then trying to power grab it through them by being a pick-me girl.
Okay, I get now. But I think this lady actually deserves what they are going through, because at one point in time, they said they were very comfortable the way they are. They don't need any man to make them happy. They don't need anybody. That they were okay to chase this man away. When a man even tried to like approach them in public or whatsoever, they chase them away. Now they are calling for those men to approach them, to talk to them, to spend that time with them, whereas they once chased them away, and men are not taking it friendly. But that kind of thing is, they actually deserve what they are going through right now. So if you've watched to this level, you're welcome to this channel. Please subscribe if you love content like this, and see you in my next video. Do not forget to leave your thought in the comment section, because I read everything. Thank you for watching.